Humanity's greatest flaw, finding certainty where there is none. Part 2, Ancient Egypt and the Rosetta Stone. No matter how hard small-minded people try and eradicate the past, they always leave something behind for a more enlightened age. Humanity's greatest flaw, Part 2, the Egyptian heritage, ancient Egyptian heritage being lost and rediscovered. The Rosetta Stone, during the time of the Napoleon invasion, 1799, was found just by chance. And luckily, the right people found it. They had wisdom enough to realize not to destroy something just because they don't understand it. And through that wisdom, others were able to rediscover the language, the ability to read what still survived on walls in Egypt. That arrogant people in the past decided was worthless because it didn't fit in with their current worldview. It seemed at odds with their own beliefs, and so therefore was heretical and must be destroyed. Just like the Maya, a few people rose above their limited understanding to say just a small taste, a little taste of the past, showing even when the few that unwisely cares little for truth is usually unsuccessful in eradicating all of the thoughts they hate. Is that God's hand or just chance? I don't know. But it gives me comfort to think even when humanity is at its worst, as we seem to be in 2017, both sides, that somehow there is hope. Something of the past will survive. No matter how much closed-minded, arrogant people on both sides try and shape others' minds through smashing or rewriting the past, trying to reinterpret it to fit our worldview, for whatever reason they use to justify those acts. It's a crime that impoverishes humanity. The 4th century CE, the ability to read the hieroglyphs was lost due to Christianity's rise. They couldn't tolerate dissent, so they used the protection of the Roman Empire and their arrogant belief that they knew the right path. They reasoned that that gave them the wisdom to pick and choose what people should hear and believe. Today we have so little beyond the monuments to tell us anything. Much of it is so fragmented and offers some intriguing what-ifs, but no way to know facts for sure. We have scientists today discount many theories because there is no clear proof, and there are biases that we are at the pinnacle of achievement and can't ever move backward. A belief, once knowledge is discovered, it must go forward. Even though we have many times seen periods where knowledge seems to deteriorate, leaving humanity to rediscover what ancestors once knew, destroyed, so others will not have access to information that might confuse citizens we think are too stupid to disregard anything that makes sense, that is at odds with our sanctimonious idea of a planned society where everyone just does as we're told. I believe all the bad in society comes down to this need for certainty. We understand life ends and we want to know it has a purpose. Yet since we only know life on earth, so we believe the purpose must be found on earth. Few will consider that our time in this body might be training, but not the crowning achievement that is our existence, that there may be something more. I am not doing this to attack one group. This is hard on closed-minded Christians, but remember, the complaint isn't about a group, but individual faults, and the dangers of groupthink and arrogance that only you have all the right answers. Also understand, I am not forgetting the bad of the time frame. Humanity is flawed, so no society is ever going to be perfect. My point is that each society has some good among the bad, and it is hubris to believe we are wise enough to toss out information because we think our views are the pinnacle of achievement. No matter how wise we think we are, the next generation will have wisdom that is in some ways more advanced than ours, and in others more backward. My point, and my reason for doing this, is not on what is of value, only that those in the past suffered, and that alone gives value to what they wish to share. That over time, while it seems of no value today, some generation might have need of that knowledge. Due to our arrogance and humanity's flaws, history on Earth always repeats itself, because humanity is always lazy by nature and looking for a shortcut to get the most done and deciding for expediency when it's safe to discard something we think is of no value.